Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everybody's doing well and having a great day. I received some emails from a couple of people inquiring about the jet black seismographs you see over here at the USGS website. These are global seismographs positioned all around the world. The cause of all of this activity you see over here at the seismographs is from a very large earthquake that occurred about 20 hours ago down in Indonesia. Depends on which website you go to. The app I use shows it at a 7.3 magnitude. It started out as a 7.6 shallow earthquake coming in at 11 miles deep. There was a tsunami alert issued with the very large earthquake that had several aftershocks, and they still occur, multiple fives not too long after the large 7.3 quake occurred. Over here at yahoonews.com, article dated December 14th, at 1:10 a.m., 7.4 magnitude quake shakes southern Indonesia. People were evacuating buildings and homes, as you can see in this photo right here. At the time of this report, which was not too long after the earthquake occurred, it occurred around 10:30 local time in the morning in Indonesia. And there is a video posted here by Ilham Akbar of several people evacuating a large building close to the epicenter of the very large earthquake.
Di rumah sakit. Gempa di rumah sakit. Gempa di rumah sakit. Bangunan goyang. Gempa di rumah sakit. Bangunan goyang.
And you can see they are wasting no time getting out of that large structure, which was probably a very good idea. That was a large, shallow earthquake. And looking at the buoys over here at the National Data Buoy Center, you can see two buoys not far from the epicenter of the large quake and the multiple aftershocks in event mode. This one over here on the left, 56001, shows an anomaly, a large red spike. That means it detected some sort of strange movement during the earthquake that shows that the buoy registered a 20-meter change in a matter of 15 seconds. The red line indicates 15 seconds, green lines indicate 1 minute, and then the blue line, like you see up there right now on the graph, represents 15-minute increments. Red again is 15 seconds, which is very quick. Looking closer at the data, you can see the spike right there went from 5,090 meters to 5,110 meters. That's 20 meters, right around 60 feet of change during the large earthquake. So I don't know if this is some sort of a anomaly that occurred during the earthquake, because that is a significant change. It did detect something, that's why they're both in event mode. They felt the earthquake, but did something like this really occur without generating a large tsunami? I don't know. This is telling us that something extraordinary happened in this area during the earthquake, or right around the time the earthquake happened. What exactly happened, I don't know, but I've been following these buoys for many, many years, and believe it or not, one time I saw this buoy right here that you see flashing. There's two flashing. That means they're in event mode. The ones that aren't flashing means everything's calm. The red ones are offline. And this one here I saw go into event mode without an earthquake, and it showed much more movement than what you're seeing right here. I mean, it showed something in the range of 300 or 400 feet. I mean, it was quite significant, but again, there was no earthquake, and this was many years ago. So to see this doesn't surprise me. I don't know, again, if that's a mechanical glitch or if there is something occurring down there on the seafloor that's normal for that area, and when that happens, for whatever reasons, it does not generate a tsunami like you naturally think it would, because that is a significant amount of movement. We're going to look at the other buoy just for comparison's sake. There's two buoys here in event mode. That one shows 20 meters, around 60 feet, and this one shows just a little bitty spike. See it right there? No more than a few centimeters. So it could be just a mechanical glitch, but I've seen that before in the past, and I've actually seen it much bigger. Coming over here to the website, quick look at the Schumann resonance. Right now, pretty quiet. Barely any background noise. Looking at the GOES X-ray flux, you can start to see a little trend upwards. That means solar activity is on the rise, albeit slow, but nevertheless, it is on the rise, and that could change in a moment's notice. Hopping over to the Yellowstone supervolcano caldera, looking at the seismographs that monitor the mighty supervolcano. Not too much going on over here either. A little bit of magma intrusion, no small earthquakes of any kind on any of the seismographs. Again, pretty quiet at the supervolcano caldera. And again, looking at the global seismographs, they are jet black, and they'll be like that for the better part of 24 hours. That's from the primary wave of the 7.3 shallow magnitude earthquake that, again, from what I understand, did not create a tsunami, at least a large one. There may have been a small one in the area. Anytime you see an earthquake of that magnitude in water, a tsunami is always of concern. Coming over here to the GOES 16, we're looking at yet another atmospheric river that is causing issues with the power grid out here in California. Right now, as I do this video, over 64,000 customers without electricity. A lot of those customers in Southern California, in the San Diego area, where you can see a disturbance moving through that area, moving through Arizona, up into Colorado and Utah. Then here's the large atmospheric river that extends clear up into north central Canada. That's creating the power outages in Northern California. We've still got power outages lingering in Kentucky from the large tornado outbreak that occurred a few days ago. And this power outage map over here at poweroutage.us just updated, as Texas and Louisiana were not on this map 20 minutes ago. They are now showing over 10,000 customers in Texas and over 19,000 customers in Louisiana. I'm assuming that's weather related, but I don't necessarily see any severe weather in the area right now as I do this video. Maybe there's high winds or something. Not sure what's going on there, but those two states just came on the map in the last 20 minutes. Still 23,500 customers in Kentucky without electricity. I also received some photos from Kentucky and Tennessee from folks that were in the path of that tornado outbreak on the 10th and the 11th. Photo here taken by Mark Chambers out of Kentucky. Mark was out looking for a good location to get some lightning. That's what he was looking for. I don't think anybody anticipated a outbreak like we saw on the 10th and the 11th. Mark happened to capture one of the tornadoes that went through the Kentucky area, and they verified on radar that there was indeed a tornado in this area at the time he took this photograph. I'm not sure of the exact location that Mark took this photo, but that does indeed look like a large wedge tornado. Photos here sent in by Maria H. out of Clarksville, Tennessee. They did not experience a tornado, but they did experience some high winds and heavy rains, and obviously some very ominous looking skies, as these photos were once again taken by Maria out of Clarksville, Tennessee. Photo here taken by Garrett Clark out of Kentucky as he was going into a storm shelter. They were under a tornado warning, and he took these photos as he was going down into the storm shelter. You can see the winds look like they're picking up in this photo. Once again, very ominous looking skies, low clouds. Those look like they're actually sitting on the ground. Again, Garrett was going down into a storm shelter, and that was probably a very good idea. These next photos were sent in by Greg and Melinda out of Bowling Green, Kentucky. You can see a large tree that was pushed over by the high winds that went through their area, landed on their home, and that was one of multiple large trees that were impacted by the very high winds that went through the Bowling Green area. More than likely a tornado. And you can see another tree here, and this is an outbuilding, some sort of a small shed that was blown apart by the high winds. You can see some other things, debris scattered around their property there in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Here's a photo of their pickup truck, a tree landing on the back half of their pickup truck. Very large tree there. And this next photo shows a building on their property that was moved off of its foundation. Look at that. By at least a foot, if not more. High winds moved the building literally off its foundation, and here's yet another large tree, quite possibly two, that were also impacted by the tornado activity that went through the Bowling Green, Kentucky area. And again, they still have over 20,000 customers right now as I do this video without electricity. Also in this video, I've got a brand new picture slideshow, new sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. Photo here sent in by John out of Olivet, Michigan. This one isn't necessarily new. It's from back in the summer. This is of yet another tornado that went through Michigan back a few months ago. Photo here of a weird vortex up in the sky above Upney, East London. Video footage sent in by Omar. And this thing is rotating clockwise. Typically, vortexes in the northern hemisphere rotate counterclockwise. But you can see debris being pulled up into the air, and you can see the clockwise motion of that bizarre vortex in the sky. Great video footage out of East London. Marie out of Bavaria. Cool video here of a very intense double-decker rainbow. Another photo here of a double-decker rainbow by Mark out of Punta Gorda, Florida. That is super intense, probably 100 yards in front of him. Typically, you don't see where the rainbows start or where they finish or vice versa. This one here was literally right in front of him. Jamie Lee and Maddie out of Oklahoma. Big, profound beams spanning across the sky. Absolutely spectacular. And another photo out of Oklahoma, Sperry, Oklahoma by Jamie Lee of a fiery orange sky. Great job, guys. Keep the photos coming. If you have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website, and sometimes I'll use them in a video just like you saw right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.